Ever wondered why some people manage to make their money grow while others seem to always run out before month end? Well, stick around as we unravel the mysteries of personal finance. This isn't just about counting pennies, but rather it's understanding the 5 key pillars that hold your financial fortress together. Imagine your financial life as a bustling city. Your income is the city's bustling marketplace where money is earned and exchanged. Then comes spending, the city's shops and boutiques, where you choose where your hard-earned cash goes. Saving is your city's treasury, a safe place where you store your gold for future use. Investing, that's your city's fertile farmland, where you plant your savings and watch them multiply. And finally, protection, your city's mighty walls and guards, shielding you from unforeseen financial calamities. These are the 5 main components of personal finance that we're going to delve into. We'll navigate through the bustling marketplace, browse through the shops, visit the treasury, tend to the farmlands, and inspect the city's defenses. Understanding these components can mean the difference between financial freedom and a lifetime of money woes. So buckle up as we embark on this exciting journey to financial freedom. Now, what do you think about these 5 pillars of personal finance? The first and most vital component of personal finance is income. But it's more than just your monthly paycheck. Now let's dive into the world of income, which is as diverse as a tropical rainforest. Income is not a one-way street, it's a bustling highway with multiple lanes that lead to your financial city. The most common lane, of course, is your salary. This is the fixed, steady income that most of us rely on. It's like the reliable old tortoise in the classic fable, slow and steady but gets the job done. But why stick to one lane when you can switch? Let's take a detour and explore the next lane, business income. This is the income you earn from your entrepreneurial endeavors. It's the hare in our fable, fast, unpredictable, and exciting. It might not be as steady as the salary lane, but it certainly has the potential to be more lucrative. Next, we have the investment lane. This is where your money works for you, like an obedient pet fetching you extra cash. It includes income from stocks, bonds, real estate, and other investments. It's like the golden goose in our fable, laying golden eggs and adding to your wealth. Now you might be wondering, why should I diversify my income sources? Well, remember the old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket? Diversifying your income is like distributing your eggs among different baskets. If one basket falls, you still have eggs safe in the other baskets. In the same way, if one source of income dries up, you have others to fall back on. It's like having multiple safety nets, ensuring you don't hit the financial ground hard. So whether you're a tortoise, a hare, or a golden goose, remember there's more to income than just your monthly paycheck. Explore, diversify, and let your income sources be as varied as the colors of a rainbow. Remember, the more streams of income you have, the less likely you are to get financially stranded. So, now that we've taken this journey together, we want to hear from you. What are your sources of income? Next up is spending. Yes, that's right, how you spend your money matters as much as how much you earn. Let's face it, we all love to spend money. Whether it's on a new gadget, a fancy dinner, or that designer handbag we've been eyeing, spending can be exhilarating. But here's the catch, it's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. Now let's talk about wise spending. And no, it's not an oxymoron. Wise spending is about getting the most value out of your hard-earned money. It's about knowing when to splurge and when to save. It's about making conscious decisions instead of impulsive purchases. Consider this. Every time you're about to buy something, ask yourself, do I really need this? Or, can I find a cheaper alternative? These simple questions can save you a ton of money in the long run. Budgeting is another crucial aspect of spending. It's like a roadmap for your money. It helps you to allocate your income to different categories like bills, groceries, entertainment, and savings. It gives you control over your money so you know exactly where it's going. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, impulsive shopping. It's like a sneaky little devil tempts you to buy things you don't really need. But remember, every dollar spent impulsively is a dollar less in your savings. The power of delayed gratification cannot be overstated. It's the ability to resist the temptation for an immediate reward in favor of a later benefit. It's about foregoing that expensive coffee today so you can afford a vacation tomorrow. So the next time you're about to splurge, ask yourself, do I really need this? The answer might surprise you. Now, we want to hear from you. How do you manage your spending habits? Can you share any tips or experiences that have helped you become a smarter spender? Now let's talk about saving. Consider it your financial safety net. Imagine it's a rainy day. You're comfortably cocooned inside your house, sipping hot cocoa, not worrying about the storm outside. That's what saving does for you. It's like the roof over your head when financial storms hit. It's your buffer against life's unexpected expenses. But saving is not just about hoarding every penny and living frugally, it's about being smart with your money. It's about setting aside a part of your income systematically and regularly. It's about making your money work for you, even when you're not. Now you might be wondering, why should I save? Well, think about it. Life is unpredictable. You might have a medical emergency, lose your job, or your car might break down. Having an emergency fund gives you the confidence to face these unforeseen events without breaking a sweat. But savings aren't just for emergencies. They're for future needs and goals. Want to buy a house, go on a dream vacation, retire early? Well, all of these require money. And not just any money, but money that you've saved and grown over time. So, how do you save? It's simple. Start by setting a monthly budget and stick to it. Make sure you're spending less than you earn. Then, set aside a portion of your income for savings. Even if it's just 10%, it's a start. Over time, this will add up. And before you know it, you've built a substantial nest egg. Remember, the key to saving is consistency. It's like running a marathon, not a sprint. It's about the habit of saving, not the amount. And over time, this habit will lead to financial security and freedom. So, let's get saving, shall we? Start today, because the earlier you start, the better off you'll be. And remember, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much you keep. Remember, a penny saved is a penny earned. What are some of the strategies you use to save money? We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Now we're getting to the exciting part, investing. Think of it as your golden goose. Investing is like a thrilling roller coaster ride. You're strapped in, there's no turning back, and you're not quite sure what's coming next, but you're in for the long haul. Investing is the fuel that propels your financial engine. It's not just about stashing your money away in a piggy bank, it's about making your money work for you. Now let's talk about the magic of compounding returns. Picture a snowball rolling down a hill, gathering more snow as it goes. That's compounding. The money you invest generates earnings, which are then reinvested to generate their own earnings. It's a cycle that turns a small snowball into a mammoth snowman, given enough time. But hold on, don't get away and put all your eggs in one basket. That's not the way to handle your golden goose. Diversification is key. By spreading your investments across different asset classes, you're not just safeguarding your nest egg, you're also maximizing the potential for growth. It's like a buffet, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and voila, you've got a well-rounded feast for your finances. Investing is not about getting rich quick. It's about growing your wealth steadily over time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And just like a marathon, it requires patience, discipline, and a clear strategy. So whether you're buying stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or real estate, remember that you're in it for the long run. So don't let your money sit idle. Put it to and watch it grow. How about you? What's your investment strategy? Last but not least, we have protection, your financial armor. This, the knight's shield in the battle of personal finance. Protection not sound as exciting as making money or investing, but believe me, it's a game changer. Protection means having safeguards in place to weather financial storms. It's about being prepared life's curveballs. Job loss, medical emergencies, unexpected home repairs, you name it. This is where insurance comes into play. It's like a superhero cape that shields you from financial kryptonite. There are various forms of insurance, from health to home, auto to life. Each is crucial in its own way, providing a safety net when you need it most. But it's not just about insurance. Protection also involves an emergency fund, keeping your credit score healthy, and protecting your identity online. It's essentially about reducing risk and ensuring you don't lose your hard-earned money in a snap. So let's put on that financial armor and stand tall against potential threats. Remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry. Now I have a question for you. What steps have you taken to ensure your financial protection? So, there you have it. The 5 main components of personal finance. We've taken a journey through the world of income where it's not just about the earnings but also about the importance of generating a steady cash inflow. We've navigated the tricky waters of spending, reminding ourselves that not what we earn, but what we keep that matters. Then we've built our financial safety net with saving, followed by investing to hatch our golden goose. And let's not forget protection, our financial armor against unforeseen events. Now as we wrap up, we have something important for you to think about. Among these 5 essential components, which one do you feel you need to focus on improving the most? Is it income, spending, saving, investing, or protection? Kindly share your thoughts in the comments below. This will not only help us tailor future content to your needs, but it's also a great way for us all to learn together. That's it for our journey through the 5 pillars of personal finance. We hope that you found this video both informative and enlightening. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family who could also benefit from this knowledge. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more financial wisdom. We're constantly working on new content to help you navigate your financial future. Remember, mastering your money is the first step towards financial freedom. Start today and take control of your financial destiny. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep investing in yourself. So, what were your biggest takeaways from this video? Feel free to share them in the comment section below.